final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway. Week 17. Get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
He'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
I'm wondering.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Burrow on play action. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Now we'll see this offense try to spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez Scantling. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are off to a 14-0 first quarter lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen. They need for it to happen now.
3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So, waiting on it will be Richie James. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mahomes now to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 37. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run it with Pacheco from the gun, down at the 25. The Chiefs had 12-3 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look, 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Pacheco. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Pacheco. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is safety territory as they start from their own 1. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed him off with that run.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defensive unit ranks 3rd in the NFL against the run. If they keep making plays like that, they might move up in the rankings, but you got to like what they're doing. Plugging up the middle, able to run to the perimeter. People just can't do much against them.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. James now to return. Call it a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Mahomes to throw. Able to shake him off. He finds his man, Sky Moore. Good for 18 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Let's get it. Let's go.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, They're locked into a groove. They're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Mahomes going to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. DJ Reader in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down, Bengals.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
But the team's turned it over 3 times in the first half. We just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bengals nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Thomas.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Pass incomplete.
And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
1-1, ready? Stop!
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. There on the stop was Leo Chanel. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And Boyd going to pick up a Bengals 1st down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here we go. Stop!
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Burrow on third down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they get it rather easily there. A gain of 9 on 4th and 3.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back to back. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. They'll line up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Gotta go. Stop.
On second down, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
We're back now in KC. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 53 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards from it to Mixon. And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Bengals 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 43 yards. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Boyd. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And there's the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go, here we go. Get in the huddle. Stop.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. Will have the football back in excellent field position.
Here we go. Let's go.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Butker's kick here is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but The self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense so far on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. On the return is Jones. We're pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
47-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Let's get set. Stop.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, You're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defense.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Chiefs 31, Bengals 21.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for Kansas City, they continue to show they're playoff ready as they move to 13-3 with 1 game remaining. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this is